So once the cables have been actually made and the wires, we move to production to produce the actual cables here. So right here, everything is separated so that it can move on to assembly. Right here, the wires are crimped so they're ready for the components to be put on. Now here's a protective coating. It's not lead, but it's a metal coating so that the actual components can be attached to it. At this station, they're taking the USB portion and then they're fixing it onto the actual end of the cables. Now once that's complete, you have the other side, which are these small lightning connectors that are actually fixed to the other side of the cable. Now, once the cables have the connectors on here, you see there's wires that are exposed. What we do is you put a metal shield housing so that the PCB boards do not break. And if you'll notice here, what they're doing is they're putting the metal housing right onto the end of the cables. After this is complete, we do a first testing to make sure that the actual components work and the cables are working properly. Once that is complete, the metal housing is fixed to the cables, as you can see here. Now what that's done is it's put a metal shield right over here to protect the PCB board so it doesn't snap inside of the cable. Now, if you notice here, what we do is we put a plastic shield over top of the USB portion so that the wires cannot be separated from the PCB board. So just like this, if you see, this plastic shield here on the USB side and also on the lightning side, so we have extra protection. Now we go on to another stage of testing, which you'll see to make sure that after all the components have been put together, that the cables actually work properly. Once that's complete, we go to our molding, injection molding, and what they'll do is actually plastic is put in this, or rubber is put in this machine, and it heats up and it creates the molding for the cables. Now you get the cable with their logo on it and the final protection, which is a TPE mold over top. We go to a second set, which is over there, and this puts the molding onto the lightning side of the cable. So now we have a complete cable. Once this is complete, we move to a final phase of testing, which is over here to this machine. They test it to make sure that we have a 2.4 amp voltage that can run through it and up to about a 5 volt current. And that's how our cables are made.